What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Belladonna by Adalyn Grace. I read another book by Adalyn Grace in the past and I didn't realize it until I was like plugging this into my Goodreads, into my story graph, and then I remembered that I wasn't a huge fan of that book and the title is escaping me right now. Obviously what really grabbed me with this book was the cover. Like, you just put creepy and plants on something and I'm like, yes, I'm going to read that book. And then I found out that this book was about somebody who has a very interesting relationship with death. She seems to have some of the powers that death does as well. And I was just like, okay, I'm into this. This is kind of like a period Victorian piece. And it's going to be spooky. It's going to be creepy. I'm in to see where this is going to go. Ultimately, I did find this book a little bit slow. I also felt like it was doing too many things. There's just so much going on with our main character, Signa. Like, she's been passed around from foster home to foster home, family member to family member, because her mother and father died. She's been left this really big fortune, and everybody around her is dying. When she finally gets placed in the home that she's in for this book, there is somebody who is currently dying. It's her cousin Blythe. They're recently recovering from her mother's death, and this family is just very much like taken over by grief. This manor seems to be haunted, and that I was really interested in. But Signa herself, like, she seems to be set up to be this character who's a little bit more reserved, a little bit more quiet. Like, obviously she's tired of these people dying, and she has this interesting connection with death, so she's kind of against him. They kind of seem like they're going to be adversaries, but then she also has this really weird want to be a society girl and to get married, and then her and Death aren't actually adversaries and they kind of start working together, and it just kind of seemed like two separate books at times. There's also kind of like a weird love triangle, love square that's resolved kind of weirdly by the end of it. So the ending itself, I was like, I'm not really sure, but ultimately I did like the relationship that ended up coming out of Signa and Death. Like, that was really fascinating. I liked what was explored there. I think the author like really took it to an interesting place. And by the end of the book, they are setting up a series. Like, there is going to be another book, and I do think I would read it. I do think there's some interesting things going on here. There's some tropes that I do like, but ultimately, like, this book was just a little bit slow, felt a little bit all over the place. I thought that this was this author's debut until I was reminded that I'd read another book by her. So ultimately, like, the writing just kind of like left me a little bit confused. Overall, I don't really know if I'd recommend this book. I think these tropes that are in this story, like with the poisoning and with death and with the period piece and, you know, trying to save somebody and all of that, have been done better in other places. This kind of feels like a mishmash of all of them. But like I said, I am still interested and I am going to continue on. So that might change once the second book is out. But for now, I am giving this book a B- and we'll just have to see where it goes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below and don't forget to subscribe to Top Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.